DBSCG things.
What's up, Yuhp gang? It's your boy Texan, and welcome back to Yuhp DBSCG Things, and today we're bringing another very exciting battle, guys. This is going to be round 2 of our local this week. This is GT Goku versus Ss4 Bardock. But before we get into it, guys, I do want to say if you guys want any custom mats and or sleeves, absolutely check out Promats, guys. This is the best place to go get your custom card needs. Links in the description as usual. And also on the screen now you can see that they are holding a monthly tournament via Discord at the second weekend of every single month with some great prizing here. You can come win some Promat mats, TCG medal leaders, and also some booster boxes. So if this is something you're interested in joining, use the links in the description below to go to this Discord and join it. With that being said, guys, if you guys enjoyed this battle or my content in general, remember to hit all those buttons for me, like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell so you never miss a video. And with that being said, guys, let's spin it around and dive in. Alrighty, you guys, and here we are with round 2. We have GT Goku on the left side and Ss4 Bardock on the right side. Just a fair warning, guys, this Ss4 Bardock player is a brand new player to our shop, so kudos to him for giving this game a go. And actually, I gave him the option to not be on stream because he won his first game, got bumped to table 1, and then he was a little nervous. So I gave him the option, and he said no, he was down to play on stream and get it on. So with that being said, welcome this player to our local, a warm welcome. Here we are starting off with GT Goku starting the game. Pay 1 for a Trunks. That card just draws a card, and then I activate main on it, place it underneath the Unison, and then add a marker to it. And then I will just use the plus/minus ability of the Unison to place a card from my hand, or a sand from my hand underneath it, and then draw a card, and then add up to 3 markers depending on how many cards are underneath it. I only had 2, so my Unison only went up to 4 on turn 1. Normally on turn 1, if you go second, it does go all the way up to 5, which is really, really good. So here he declared an attack, and he kind of just like pushed his leader onto mine, and I was like, no, what you want to do is rest it. Here he does his leader ability. He reveals his entire search to me, and I also let him know, hey man, you really don't need to let your opponent see what your search is. You just got to reveal what it is if it specifies. So, that being said, he grabbed himself a Super Saiyan 4 card, and then I can't take this damage here because his leader is only a 9k because he only has 1 colored energy. So here, once again, using Ss4, looking at the top 3. So he adds himself 2 Ss4s, and then he has to bottom deck 1 card from his hand. And no 1 energy plays, so he goes ahead and passes it over to me. So going into my turn 2, I charge a Yamcha. I kind of felt Yamcha wasn't that big of a deal in this matchup because most of his threats are 16k, so yeah, it would stop the attack, but I can just kill the card regardless with other cards. So and obviously I run a playset, so I could obviously come into more. Starting off the turn with the +/-0 of the Unison, going up to a total of 7 because we were at 4 last turn. Now we're doing the leader swing. So my auto happens, I get to place a sand, draw 2, and then I get to declare my awaken, rip myself down to 6, draw 2, because the Unison is at 7 total markers. So here we're going to see the 1 energy play. For pan, use the activate main, shove another pan underneath, and then add a marker to the Unison. Here we're going to see the 1 energy play for the Deadly Defender. This card minuses 10, a battle card when it gets played, but I have no targets, so I just swing into the leader, deal the 15k damage, and then now I have a little barrier protection, kind of, to protect my Unison. So here we're going to see the charge of the Ss4 Goku. This card rests a battle card, but the cards that I do have in play are already rested and or both barrier targets, so you can't choose them anyways. So here he's starting off with the play of an Ss4 Broly Unison. This comes out with 1 marker. He does have to totally pay an energy, and then it'll come out with an extra marker because he does have 2 energies, or two colors in his energy. Here's me trying to explain that even though it has no specified cost, he does have to pay an energy because it has to come in with at least 1 marker on it, or else a game mechanic would like automatically just remove it because the Unisons cannot exist in a Unison area with no markers. So he does pay 1, it comes out, and then its auto goes off to go up to 2. So here we're going to see the 1 energy play for a Kai. This card is basically just a cantrip. Shout out to this newer player for doing a good job attempting to build his own decks. I like that. It reminds me of when I very first started. So here he's going to rest his unison to declare an attack at my unison. Here I lose a marker because I was not paying attention to my deadly defender. Here he rests his leader to go ahead and declare an attack on my leader. He gets his auto rip of life. Look at the top 5. He gets to grab himself one Super Saiyan 4. Shows me the Super Saiyan 4 and then shuffles his deck. His leader, I believe, at this point in the game is 11 or 12k or something. I think it gets like, I can't remember, like 2k per color, and it has total 3 colors right now. So that's 6 plus 5. Yeah, so like 11. Here we're discussing the awakened ability of the leader and how he can get to the backside. So we are on my turn 3. I start off by charging a pan. I do have one in play already, so I don't need to play anyone. Here I just play a pan, uptick, use the unison's effect, absorb another card, draw, gain 3 markers, and now I'm going to use the Spirit Boost effect to play a pan from underneath it. Sorry for the glare. Here I'm going to, I believe, pay 2 energy in order to play. Nope, it looks like here I have to make up a plan. So here I pay 1 for the 1-drop Goku, my bad, and then use his activate main effect. Add a marker to the unison, replace him. Now I'm going to use the pan effect, play the Trunks, and then replay that Goku. The auto can happen again, but I cannot use the activate main because the activate main is limit 1. And then obviously I can use the auto on the Trunks to place a Saiyan underneath it and add a marker to the unison. Starting off my attacks with my leader. Here I'm attacking at his unison. Just I want to get rid of that threat. And he was like counting out combos, asking me what my power was at, and I was like, just let you know there's no defensive steps. So I had to kind of like break that down for him. But I have no quarrel against that at all. Obviously, I want to see new players come into this game, and it's a great time watching and seeing new players grow and learn. So here I am helping him out. He asked me a question about one of his cards. It was a negate that cost a yellow energy, and I basically told him that he's going to have the total requirement of energy active to use it. So here I am attacking into the unison once again. It will go down another marker, and it was only a 2, so it will die. And here I got only blockers up, so I decided just to pass turn since I have a 15k blocker Trunks on field and the pan blocker. I can't use the activate main of the Goku, so I kind of just move it over there because I can, of course, just do it again next turn. Or I can combo with it if I really need to. So here he charges himself in energy. This card will allow him to minus one of my battle cards, 2,000 power for every card. And he chose a battle card. I was like, hey, just let you know you can't choose my cards with barriers with your skills unless it just says you ignore it. And he decides to take out my blocker pan instead with that effect, which is obviously probably the best bet on board to choose with that effect, because otherwise I can just continuously spam that 2 cost effect and just keep free playing, or not free playing, but playing more and more bodies with just 2 energy. And obviously getting that 15k beater and then the 15k crit or just searchers for 2 energy is really good. But obviously against Ss4, you actually got to be careful because he does have that counterplay that can window 1 those cards, and they will just go directly to the drop area from under the unison. So I do got to be careful about that. So here we're going to see the 2 energy play for Vegeta. Just get to randomly pull a card from my hand and then bottom deck it. bottom one and draw one. That card also allows him to draw 2 and bottom deck 1 card. That card is a lot of value, and for 2 energy, I don't think it's it's really not that bad. 2 energy, 16k critical. You take 1 card from your opponent's hand and place it at the bottom of their deck, and then they draw a card, and then you draw 2 and bottom deck 1. That's a lot of effects for 2 energy. So here I'm explaining that he can awaken his leader because he does have 4 energy, because the awaken requirement says 4 colors in your energy area and black counts as a color, but on the other side it says for your attacking auto it says colors that are non-black present in your energy area. So I was just explaining the difference between the 2 effects to him. Here kind of just explaining blocker, the fact that you gotta if you have a blocker skill, you can rest in order to redirect the attack over to it. But yeah, his auto, I kind of got sidetracked there. I was explaining blocker and why it did that. So he used his auto in order to rest my blocker so that I couldn't block with it, because his auto does come before mine. So I went down to 5 on that attack, and then during his crit attack, I'm going to, since I'm at 5, I do rip life to testing the opposition. This card does play a blocker and then also protect me from that 16k crit. So here he's trying to swing into one of my active battle cards, and I'm trying to explain to him that you can only attack into battle cards in unison, or leader cards in unisons that are inactive. So there he passes his turn. His unison's technically supposed to be in rest mode, but that's fine. We'll ignore the fact that it is not. But we're going into my turn 4 here. So we're starting off with Pan. Absorb 1, draw 1, add a marker. So Ss4 Bardock sitting at 4 total lives, and 4 total lives on GT Goku's side as well. The board state difference though is quite different. We got a 1-drop searcher on one side with a critical body behind it, and then we also have a 1-drop searcher and then like a 1-drop cycle a card on one side, and then obviously we have a couple of 15k attackers. So we do have quite the game going here. Here, just reading the auto on the unison, because it does allow you to -1 and get 5k power for, I believe, every color in your energy or something like that. I'm not 100% sure. But that's fine. He uses that auto. I decided not to combo because I don't want to lose cards from hand in order to try to add pressure. I am going for his leader here. I'm trying to bait cards out of his hand because he has 2 energy up, and I want to. So here was me playing Pan. That was kind of me trying to bait, really trying to bait out. What's that card called? It's like the Aegis Bardock, I think. It's the counterplay one. But anyways, yeah, I'm just trying to bait out a counterplay. I'm trying to bait him into tapping his energy because I do have the Vegeta Secret Rare, and I want to play it and go for game that way, but I don't want to play it and like get petrified. So I'm really trying to force him to tap his energy down. So here I'm comboing up the 20. He did use his auto on his unison, so I'm just matching his power here. I have no clue why he just comboed that many cards. I do believe I fix it for him. Yep. I explained there that that card gets more combo power for every color in its energy. He was just counting the 1k on the side. So here I do tap out the 4 for Vegeta, really just kind of banking that he doesn't have a petrification or a Kai of some sort. So we will see what happens here. He is at 4 life, so I can't possibly kill if I can land these this 3 damage. If he has a negate, he has a negate. We shall see. So here I'm probably just explaining the skills. I'm sorry about this. All the little breaks in between actions. We had a lot of talking in this game because I was explaining a lot of things to him. So he did say no negates here. And unfortunately I had just about everything I possibly would have needed with a Vegeta SCR. There goes all 4 Reddit super combos. And then a bunch more combo power. So that's 40 on 40, that's 80. 20, I'm doing it way too fast. But I'm probably well over 100k here. I'm probably at like 110, 115. And obviously if he has Brainwash no more, I definitely lose the game for dumping my entire hand here. But fortunately for me, he did not. So I just use my activate main, crit that last life, and I win. Hope you guys enjoyed the battle. Like, comment, subscribe. We'll see you guys next time.